Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 7 of Volcano Block. We are now pretty deep into the pack, in the midst of chapter 3, and let's take things from here. The next thing I want to do is start summoning Endermen, because summoning Endermen gets us Ender Pearls, which unlocks a lot of stuff, but I think most importantly, it gets us the this thing. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name, but it lets us like search and craft remotely. So to do that, we need a soul book of Enderman. I think we make that much like we make the spider soul book, except we need to use Enderman essence. Let's see, do we have that? We do not. What does it take to make Enderman essences? That comes from Ender bone chunks. Suppose that's not terribly surprising at a 4% chance. Alright, then before that, I think I want to make a fortune pickaxe. So the vengeance pickaxe here comes with fortune 5 when you craft it. And that seems like a good deal. And I think we just unlocked the capability to make it, right? So it's diamonds, hardened blood shards. Those we can already do. However, we need dark sticks, which need undead planks, which need undead wood, which I think need undead sapling. So that's made by taking a dead bush and transforming it to an undead sapling with some blood. And yeah, we can just shear the leaves off a bush to get a dead one. Terribly sorry, jungle sapling, but we need you to die. Hear that. Gosh, I need to fix my organization. Infuse this with blood. So much blood. And then we should be able to plant this. I guess I'll do it on my tree farm. Ooh, nice tall tree. Even dripping blood. Alright, well, I think you can also process these undead logs into blood if you want. Sure, there's a way. The squeezer, maybe? Yeah. But it's, I don't know, it's one way to get blood, I guess. Yeah, you get 100 millibuckets. I think you can do the same with the leaves too. But anyways, for now I just need the log, and we can go chop chop. And undead planks become... Oh, that's not how I make undead sticks? Yeah, I need a... Okay, or dark stick, whatever, that works. And then we can make a vengeance pickaxe. So it might summon vengeance spirits. I don't know what those are. I assume they're bad. But now we can take it with fortune 5, according to JI. JI only goes up to fortune 3, but at fortune 3 we are guaranteed 7, the base is 7.5 average. But I don't, I presume the scaling continues above that. So 14, nice. Now spirits. Spirits? They hit me once. I guess that's it. It's worth getting hit once to get that fortune level. It only has 100 some durability, so I'm only going to use it, to mine things that are actually affected by fortune. But anyways, I'm going to process a bit more... What was it that we processed in here? Not stone. Coarse earth or something? Coarse dirt? To get more dirt with fossils and stuff. I got 3 more pieces of this dirt with glowing fossils. And I may as well process all of our dirt with whatever type of fossil. But the glowing ones are the only ones that can contain Enderman souls. So... And, oh, I sure have, I got attacked. Hey, broke my leggings. Alright, whatever. We got 39 ender bone shards total, and it's something like a 7%? A 4%. So we are a favorite to get at least 1 enderman essence. Let's be a few hotbar slots here. See if we can get it. Endermite. Almost enderman. Hey, we got it. Alright. So, from my experience last time, if I make a book, 1 essence might just be enough to set the book to the on Enderman. First, we craft a soul book, then we craft the soul book with an Enderman essence. Now, it says 1 of 32 essence here, right? And I think what happened was that when we put the book into a spawner, so let's make another spawner. When we put the book into the spawner, what happened was, and then we took it out, it filled the book completely for us. Is that a bug? I'd say very likely, yeah, probably, because every time I take the book out, it ends up fully refilled, but, I don't know, I'm not going to complain. So now, I don't actually know why I made this spawner. I'm definitely just going to reuse our spider spawner here. So now if I shift right click it, I can take everything out of it. I'm going to empty my inventory a little bit. Yeah, get out of here, shards. Alright, but this time, instead of putting the spider book in, so, okay, the spider book when it came out was damaged 27 of 32. If I put it back in, and take it out, it comes out at 100. Okay, whatever. Put the Enderman book in, put all the fillings, whoopsies. So if you just right click, I guess you pull out one type of item at a time. Put in all the fillings, and let it run. This should start summoning Endermen. Now, Endermen are a bit more of a threat than spiders, and I kind of summon like 30 at a time. But it might be worthwhile to make like a containment kill room for these. I'm going to summon one wave first and just see how many pop out. Almost there. I should just make the last 4 gears and crystals too. But here they come. It also has probably fixed my armor. Yeah, whatever. Got an ender pearl. Is there a looting sword? Looting 2. And only 4 damage. Not worth. Ooh, Enderman drop Ender bones. These are, yeah, they're used to make the oscillating gears. I really need an automatic Enderman farm. Is my conclusion here. I've also picked up a water breathing and one more buff, I think, since the last time I've shown my buff bar. Water breathing is probably a limited value on this. Anyways, that'll do for now. I'll set up the killing room later. Is it the gears that we need? It's between gears and blood crystals? Yeah, get more gears. But at some point I'll have to set up that kill room. Anyways, following... You know what, let's branch down here and actually get to the storage terminal. This might be better than using the upgraded, whatchamacallit, item interface viewer. You should be able to make a mineral sapling by first killing a bush, and then turning it into an undead sapling again. And then... Let's see, nope, don't want that one, I want mineral. What was the last step here? We throw it into souls. Alright, need the block of something or another. The mysterious dust block. Turn these into souls. And then when that transforms, throw this in. Ooh, first try. And I noticed, yeah, it gives me 4 more. Alright, so the storage terminal is the next step. Doesn't look that bad. I just need these crystallized mineral, which requires getting mineral resin, which probably requires a squeezer. I might actually need a melter first. I can't imagine I can make... Oh wait, I can make a regular squeezer. Can a squeezer make mineral out of anything? Or was that recipe removed? I see no mineral here. That's a shame. Well, step 1, let's plant the trees anyways. I think these trees are just 1x1s, right? And then, or are they 2x2s? Here, let's plant, nope, looks like the 1x1s. And then we can just harvest the wood. Ooh, and every now and then you get the enriched stuff. I don't remember how the enriched wood is better. I guess it drops crystallized mineral chunks when you harvest it. Alright, so now I need to figure out a way to actually make crystallized... Oh, I could craft it from the chunks for the time being. That'll do. The other way is to melt it. But yeah, for now I just craft it from the chunks. Realize that. Okay, no, I am getting saplings. We're good. I even splurged and made an axe to make this process that much faster. So I already have 52 crystallized mineral chunks, which makes a couple blocks. These berries are also remarkably good food. You eat them very fast, which is the biggest upside, so you don't spend a lot of time eating. Using various ingredients from those trees, I can make a storage terminal. I've never actually used this integrated terminals mod before, so we'll figure it out as we go, but I assume it just works a lot like, at least like your applied logistics system when it's in storage mode. Anyways, inventory's full. A recurring problem. Where did I even take this glue from? Alright, I'm gonna set up a little test system. I assume item interfaces connect to things that hold items, and then then you just connect your storage terminal to it. Would you look at that? It works exactly as you would expect it to. So any items that are in this inventory, which is connected via the item interface, we can view from here. It has a built-in crafting terminal. And yeah, it can integrate with all your other integrated dynamics stuff. So how expensive are those item terminals? Oh, that's not bad at all. I assume, yeah, that's any chest. So I'll make a bunch of these and then just hook up all of our storage to it. I'll move it a little bit so we're not like stuck in this corner for all our work. But generally speaking, I think our storage here will be much more easy to use now that it's all unified. I transferred all of our items into these chests here, and they're all hooked up and it's all visible in one spot. Hugely convenient feature. Now, some of the items that I have a lot of, cobblestone and gravel, specifically have their own crates, but everything else is just stored in chests. Cool. So, yeah, let's, I guess, keep on going with the progression. Looking at this, Evilcraft has been going well. Let's keep being evil. So now we need the next level, Promise of Tenacity. This allows our machine to process more recipes. So 40 buckets of blood, huh? I think that's telling me that I need to automate our blood collection somehow. I'm going to use this spawner to automate the spawning of mobs, but we need some way to automatically kill them. And I think Evilcraft has something that does that. If I recall correctly, there's like a spike trap. Spike plate. Damages mob. Place on pedestal to drain blood. Yep. So if we make this plate, it's very easy. It's basically just like a spike. And if we get the Enderman to spawn, or whatever mob, but in this case the Enderman to stand on it, they'll drain their blood. And then we need pedestals. Let's see, Evilcraft pedestals. I guess we start with the regular one and then we can make it efficient later. But that's a lot of dark gems. If we put the spike on one of these, we can get it to drain blood into a nearby tank or something like that, I think. The good news is I think we're done with at least the basic setup of the mob farm here. The bad news is I kind of leaked Enderman everywhere. There's like 20 Endermen out and about in my base now. But as long as I don't look at them, it'll be okay, right? So the idea is I flip the switch and then eventually I'll finish fully upgrading this thing with the rest of the blood crystals and neobium gears and whatnot. I intentionally built it close to my working area because we have somewhat limited range here, and we have to be nearby for it to run. So the mobs spawn, and then there's vector plates up there. You can just barely see them, and they push all the Endermen into this nice, neat little hole here. From here, if I stand here, hit them in the feet, they don't get upset at me, because I don't think they do. And they don't teleport out, so we kill them, and then the drops get collected here. Now, if I take this one step further, and I take my blood extractor, put it in my inventory while I do this, I decided not to go ahead and do the pedestal thing for now, because the pedestal adds another level of complexity. Like, I have to kill the mobs on the pedestal, that's easy. But then I have to actually transport the blood to a tank, and I don't have a large blood tank yet. So for now, if I just need blood, I can do it this way. This is good enough. I'm going to slowly kill these guys off as we go, too. I think I just kind of... I want a little bit of peace and quiet in my base. They also killed me once, so I lost all of my buffs, unfortunately. It hurt a lot. Ow. Oh. I have a feeling I'm about to die again. Oh my gosh, I should... You know what? Enderman? I know your weakness. I know your weakness. Get a few more cobble blocks. Your weakness is your height. You will never beat me. Noobs. But yeah, I need to steal regen again, so that I can start regenning. So I hope one of these Endermen has regen. I'm honestly not sure why, but Endermen are still getting out of containment. It might be that my box is too small and they're spawning outside. I've been watching for that recently and I haven't seen any spawn outside. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to teleport out of that, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're able to teleport out if they see through, if they can see the outside through their feet. I don't know. I clearly don't understand my vanilla mechanics well enough. They're even stealing my cactus. But whatever. Good enough for government work. So if I just sit here sweeping as the ones that are stuck here for a while, my blood extractor gets full, I can flip that switch to turn everything off. I realize that this is not the best setup, because I do need this block here, otherwise they can get out. They're also exceptionally loud. But anyways, yeah, I live with the Enderman now. This is fine. I can empty my syringe into here. This thing holds 40 millibuckets of blood, or 40 buckets of blood. And if I grab some gold, give me a block of gold, I can now transmute that, and we can start working on the Promise of Tenacity 2, and later the Promise of Tenacity 3. How much blood does this one take? 160. Yikes. Having all these Endermen loose is starting to be problematic. I've got blocks I don't want them picking up, and they're like stomping my grass, they're stealing my dirt. Ah, stupid Enderman. Alright, you gotta go. Goodbye. Deal with the fact that my spawner was leaking all the Endermen, I switched it to skeletons. But I had one skeleton spawn outside already, so I think it's just a matter that my cage is not big enough and the mobs are just naturally spawning outside of it. I'm going to run it a little while longer just to be sure, but skeletons do this cool thing where they like leave actual bits behind when they die. I don't think they have any practical value, but I don't know, cool effect. Anyways, yeah, they give us bones too, which are nice. But there we go. There's another one that spawned outside. So I think maybe I'd have to move my spawner up a block. I don't know. I definitely have to move my spawner, but I'm not quite sure where. In the end, I couldn't find any documentation as to what the actual spawner range is, but it seemed to be that, well, I first tried making a 9x9 room, and every now and then a mob would spawn inside the wall, at which point it would start taking suffocation damage and move one way or the other until it, you know, left. But when that happened, it would sometimes fall out of the wall, out of the trap, and if it were an Enderman, it would just teleport out, right? So that wouldn't work. I ended up having to make the trap room here 11 by 11 in order to fully contain the mobs. Anyways, I figured that if I take my armor off, they can't see me, so I could actually observe what's going on. Anyways, this seems to be working now. I'm going to put a cap on it later. For now, I'm just actually out of cobblestone again. So a cap's not needed to farm skeletons, but a top is needed to farm, what's that other mob? Enderman, otherwise they can teleport because they can see the sky. So anyways, pretty easy. Let them spawn a little while, and then stand here and kill them, and that fills up our blood extractor. Completed something or another. I see no quests complete. I also did move the spawner up 1 block, so it's a little bit higher than it was. I don't actually know if that matters, but as a result, I had to run effectively a redstone cable to it. So I'm using integrated dynamics for that. A redstone reader is just like a sensor block. So I have a lever here attached to a redstone reader. You'll notice the reader has ID 14, and up there's a redstone writer with a variable card in it. So the way you would sync them together is you start with an empty variable card, you open the reader, and you see all these different variables you can set it to. I'm going to set it to, put it here, to say I want the redstone input value into this reader. The color determines the variable type, so this is an integer type variable that for ID, part ID 14, variable ID 2. Then when I put this into the writer, I can put it, so if I put it into these slots, right, these are Boolean slots. So it says, integer is not a Boolean. If I put it into here, however, it says, yep, we're good. And it takes the value being read from this reader and outputs it to that writer. Effectively turning it into a redstone concept. So, that just copies the signal over. Anyways, now I can farm up my skeletons this way, give us bones and other stuff. Cool. These bones are nice because I think it's an easy way for me to get bone meal. Previously, I've always been, maybe not. Previously, I've always been, like, bleeding myself for bone meal. Oh, here we go, yeah. We can turn a bone into 3 pieces of bone meal. Or all these various essences without having to poke yourself anymore, which is pretty convenient. Back to making the promise of tenacity 2. We have to fill our bowl with empty promises again. I've been making a lot of empty promises today, it seems. And then put that through the blood infuser. How much blood does this take? 5 buckets? Yeah, we got plenty. Meanwhile, I'll go refill this yet again. Did I turn this off? Oh, I did. Give skeleton. And we can craft the promise of tenacity 2. So I think this just replaces the 1. Yeah, you don't need to leave the 1 in there to use the 2. And the 2 has 2 upgrade slots. So what exactly upgrades can go in here? Let's see. I know this stuff will like make it faster. So looks like just these 2 upgrades. Speed or blood efficiency. Blood efficiency seems good. Would I make some of this? Yeah, lapis block and some iron. Alright, I'll make a couple efficiency ones. I assume they stack. Just kidding, can't make any. We're almost out of primordium, and I'm going to need the last bit we have for some other stuff, so I don't want to make any more dark gems with it, and I'm all out of dark gem. So I guess we'll make do with what we've got. More blood and more blood. Alright, I guess we can't even make the promise of tenacity 3 yet, so let's shift all the way back here and make a Zora sapling. This, I believe, is, most easily done by transmuting any sapling. So what do I have the most of? Oak, I guess? We'll need to heat you up again. Oopsies, left that on. Yeah, we have a few pieces of fuel left. Heat you up again. And this is why I wanted to have some primordial left over. It takes 50 points to transmute the sapling. I think there is still the crafting recipe. No, it looks like to craft it, you need to have it to craft it. One thing that's kind of annoying with this crafting interface thingy, you see how there's items in the crafting grid right now? If I put a new crafting recipe here, the items that were in here get put into my inventory instead of into storage by default. I mean, it's not like strictly a bad thing. It's just a way that it's different from applied energistics. And I don't know, something I have to get used to, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to make another batch of cobblestone because I am all out. And kablooey. I love that burst. All the crystals. I think there is like a crystal picker I should look into. Oopsies, wish that at some point. Because I definitely don't consume all the shards in equal quantity. In fact, let's do that right now, really quick. There's like a picking table, something along those lines. Let's see. Oh, automatic crystal cutter. Would you look at that? I was looking for this earlier. Okay, we'll definitely set that up. It requires 100 degrees. That's... Does this get to 100? No. So we're gonna have to somehow use the heat from one of these to do it. I'm sure there's a fancy self-sustaining loop you could somehow do. Anyways, back to not getting distracted. I want the crystal picker or something along those lines. Here it is, a shard picking table. I mean, that's almost called a crystal picker. So, let's craft one of those. It does look like it has to use exactly mysterious wood. So how do I make a mysterious sapling? Let's see, mysterious grass bush. Here it is. Mystery wood sapling. Oh, we can do that. Stop putting these things in my inventory. Alright, let's go grow the tree. I think I have the wrong sapling. The mysterious wood log is from Hearth Well, and this is from Forbidden and Arcanus. They also are like entirely different colors. Yeah, this isn't even close, right? This becomes something else. Mystery wood, not mysterious wood. Alright, back to square one. According to the Hearth Well documentation book, the way you get mysterious wood is by using this fancy bone. Hey, would you look at that? Fancy bone meal on a regular sapling, and you get a mysterious log instead. I gotta say, did I get no saplings off that? Hearth Well has been, the documentation for it has been stellar. Still no saplings. Does it... Oh, I guess there just are no mysterious saplings. That's why it's not in AI. Alright, fair enough. Well, now I have this wood, we can saw it. Right? I only got 6 mysterious logs. Those trees don't grow very tall. But 6 logs is plenty to make a shard picking table. So, let's get some crystals. I assume this just lets me choose what this crystal becomes. Okay. Let's consult the very good documentation again then. Dust picking? No. Never mind, it is the dust picking mechanic. But before we can start doing it, we need to make a dust picker, and that requires soul steel, which we're not quite at yet. So we'll double back to that soon enough. Anyways, our Zora sapling is done. So one gives us 4 more. And Zora steel ingots. We just need the leaves. Okay. Let's go grow and harvest some of these. I assume they just plant like regular saplings. Grow. And grow. Maybe they can't be bone mealed. Oh wait, there it goes. Nice. Cool, and then the Zora leaves just drop as a regular drop. Do these drop saplings? No, they don't. Oh, yeah, they do. Never mind. Okay. So, very easy to farm. I'm going to add these for the next couple minutes and get... We actually get a lot of leaves. I've already gotten 3 stacks of them. But I'm going to get a couple more stacks of leaves. These trees tend to be pretty sparse with their saplings. I started with 5 saplings and now I'm down to only 1. But you can craft additional saplings from any other sapling, so it's not that big a deal. Anyways, and every now and then I just harvest and replant our light collectors, because effectively every time I do that, we're gaining 15 imprisoned light, which we can turn into glowstone later. All right. Anyways, now with these, I can. It doesn't take it out of my inventory. There we go. I can make some raw Zora steel. How much does this quest want me to make? Just 1. It's to make a calculator. How much? Oh boy. I need to figure out exactly how much Zora steel I need to... Well, I want to figure out how much Zora steel I need because I only have a little bit of iron left. Not actually sure where the Zora steel is even used in this recipe. Alright, let's just go with 1 ingot for now then. Well, actually, I have to do this explosion thingy, right? At 360 a craft, it's the same as iron, except you only do 1. And the add-in is carbon. Okay, so I can do... If I do 4 ingots, I need 4 pieces of carbon, 1 piece of explodium, or whatever that stuff's called. I forgot to turn you off again. I should add some more in here. 1 piece of that, and then 5 pieces of sand, if I recall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that is exact proportions. Alright, here goes nothing. Nope, that is not exact proportions. I think I had 1 too many pieces of sand. So by cutting that down to 4 pieces of sand, there we go. Actually, exact proportions. Alright, well now I have 7 of these ingots, which is probably more than I need, but that'll do for now. That rewards me with a Zora altar. Applies or upgrades enchantments on Zora steel equipment. Oh, this can be used to make gear. Ooh, a gun. And this can, wait. Makes very hot air using furnace fuels and tartaric stoker. Ah. Alright, whatever. I'm sure we'll figure out what exactly we need that for later. And at this point, there's only 1 quest line left, so let's keep going. A sentient core. This looks not too bad. I am out of glowstone. Well, would you look at that? What was that stuff called? Here we go. I have 60 pieces of it. We'll turn it all into glowstone, so I've just gotta squish it. Come on, pick it up. Yoink. Where'd the rest of it go? Was it not? Yeah, it's 1 to 1. Where's my other 30? Hello? Oh. It might have gotten squished under the lava? I mean, there's no hope of getting it if it's down there, right? Yeah, there's no hope at all. Unfortunate. Oh well. Just having the 28 pieces or whatever is enough. So, yep, these are also used for coring. You can get us netherwort, weeping blocks, metal diamond, podzol, or purpur. In this case, I want metal diamond. Alright. Now I've been told that there's some ways we can improve the coring process to make it not break the catalyst as much and maybe get increased yields. Does this? Yeah, core stabilizing. Oopsies. That. So these blocks prevent the cores from breaking just like Catalyst. Just place one beneath a block that is next to a core, and you will notice a big difference immediately. Wait, but the core never breaks, right? The core transforms. Am I misunderstanding how that's supposed to work? Oh, I see. I misread it. They prevent... Hold on. These useful blocks prevent the cores from breaking too much of its catalyst blocks, so it prevents the catalyst block from breaking, which is what I kind of thought it did. I just misread it at first because it was missing a word. There's a separate mechanic called grafting that can be used to increase the yield of your cores. So right now, each core becomes one of the thing it's supposed to become, but through this crafting process, which I think we have all the resources for, we can get more yields. Still, I don't think it's strictly necessary for this because the real cost here isn't the core itself, right? Oh, I guess it doesn't consume the diamond block. I don't know. I'll look into it later. For now, I just want to core these into metal diamond. But first, let's make that stabilizer, because replacing the catalyst all the time is a little annoying. And I think we can go straight to the heavy one. Wait, just kidding. The heavy core stabilizer requires soul steel, and soul steel is the next quest. So I guess we'll be doing this one last coring step without stabilizers. I just need a diamond block. And I just have to... forgot one thing. Forgot the shards that are needed, which are shards of the sacred land. There we go. Okay, and then I just have to be replacing this diamond block. After this should be the last time I have to place this block manually. Once this is done, I should be able to make the heavy core stabilizer. Soul steel itself takes more than just those metal diamonds we've made. By the way, this stuff, it's called metal diamond, it's really cheap, because all it really costs is that sentient core makes 4 blocks of it. Anyways, that requires this soul dust, which is made from crushing soul sand, and unfortunately none of it generates here, so I have to either craft it. I wonder, can I craft it from this recipe? Can I get dark sugar? This is just sugar surrounding wither dust is probably the easiest way to get it. Can I, let's see, wither skeleton soul essence? This one, blackened bone chunk, comes from netherrack. Can I get netherrack somehow? I can, from cobblestone. And then netherrack makes a burst seed. Oh, nice. Alright, so let's do that. I should have plenty of blood in here, right? So I should be able to infuse this because I have the Promise of Tenacity too. And once I get 4 pieces of netherrack, I'll just make the burst seed and I have an infinite supply of it. I know I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. I absolutely adore the burst seed mechanic. Starting from 1 or 4 pieces of netherrack and a stack of Shard of the Morning Stars, I have an inventory full of it and a lot left on the ground ready to burst. I just need to build a bigger room for it so that I don't lease them out and have some automated collection system. But that's for, I'll put that off a little bit longer. Anyways, I don't really have room left. No, I still have a chest. I was gonna say maybe I should make another crate for it, but yeah. Starting from just 4 pieces of netherrack, we now have almost a full double chest of it. Pretty awesome. Alright, anyways, once this gets up to heat, we can turn some of the netherrack into this netherrack with fossil stuff. I think it's 50% chance, but 50% isn't half bad. Yeah, 50% is not half bad. And it only takes 2 points of primordium each, so we actually get 20 shots at it. I like those odds. The only problem is that once you get these skeletons, it's only a what's the chance? It's like a 3% chance? Yeah. 2.86% chance to get the Wither Skeleton essence out of it. So let's see if we get it. Oh look, I got 2. I'm so lucky. Alright, that'll do then. Let's shut this off. Good enough. Just like before, we'll make a soul book of Wither Skeleton here. And put this other one away. That's our old Enderman book. We'll swap this. Can I reach it from here? Convenient. And then that charges it up all the way. And turn it on. Alright, and then this should start spawning Wither Skeletons. Once it reaches 100%. Aside from being slow, the spawner isn't half bad. It's free, which I guess, you know, it basically uses no resources, and all you have to do is, technically, you have to reset it every time, from time to time. I guess it's supposed to consume those essences, right? But because of that bug, it doesn't. Anyways, I just need a little bit of wither dust, so that'll do. We can turn it off again. Because once I get a couple pieces of wither dust, I can make the withered, oh, this gives us coal too. Anyways, I can use this to make the black sugar stuff. I need more sugar cane. Once you have a piece of dark sugar, you can use that to make more. Like so. So now we have effectively an infinite supply of dark sugar, which is used to make soul sand. Just prefer to use this stuff. Alright, and what exactly was I doing with this? I had to, was it crush it? Yeah, crush it into soul dust. Don't crush it under the world, please. Yeah, out of 30 pieces, we got 120 dust. I think that means we didn't lose any, which I make some of this. 9. That'll do. I should let us make soul steel. In fact, that's exactly the right proportions. Dang it, stop putting all the other crap in my inventory. No, put it away. If you shift click the X button, it does put it into the storage as you expect it to. Anyways, now that we have raw soul steel, we just have to smelt it. Nothing has fuel. And this will get us true soul steel ingots. Once I have, I think it was 4 of them, I can make that core stabilizer. And let's wrap things up by crafting this. So the core stabilizer, I think it said that it'll make it so that when we're doing our coring stuff, the catalyst never breaks. But that's all the time we have for today, so we'll put it to use tomorrow. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.